Toys and Fam. Thanks for coming to watch. Today I'm unboxing another one of my top boxes which I put in storage from when we moved house. It's only a little one, but I believe it's got some cool loose stuff, so it may take me a while to get through, so I just focus on this one. And today I want a greenie who's down above, watching us from down up above. God bless you, man, we miss you, but you're with us. He knows it, we know it. I miss the bloke, man, what a legend. Anyway, thank you, Greenie, for good times. There might even be an item I've got to get from Greenie, that's why I'm wearing a t-shirt too. Here we go. So I haven't seen this stuff for a couple of years. And I see some newsies straight away. So look at this. Yo Joe, water moccasin with copperhead, man. This is a savage toy, eh? I never had this as a child. I only recently attained this about 6 years ago when I got back into me Joes. Such a cool item. Quite hard to get unbroken fins, complete palette, etc, etc. But love this dude, man. Got a feeling I'm going to get into some Joes here, which is very cool. So a lot of these might be out of frame. Don't worry, I'll take some stills at the end and we'll have a look. Now this one is this is not a vintage one. This was a retro re-release, 30th anniversary, 40th anniversary. I don't know. I don't know the modern stuff that much, but it looks so cool, and I could never get a bloody mint one vintage hits. If I ever do get a mint one, I'll sell this one, but so hard to find. I've got a vintage vintage history one in there, driver. So that's not the figure that came with this. I think I gave that to someone actually. Anyhow, he's going in for now as a placeholder. Yo Joe, man. Put him down with my MOTUs. And speaking of MOTUs, this vehicle, man. Just got it in a lot. You must know what this is, right? So Dragon Walker. I got this in a lot, and he's got man-at-arms on him. How good's that? I got this in a lot a little while ago. I wasn't looking to buy it or anything like that, and it just fell on my lap. And put batteries in and just went straight away. And I don't know if you guys remember. I haven't got batteries in it, I don't think. Nah. I don't know if you remember how well it works. It bloody moves forward, and it's got the sickest walking mechanism, and it makes a racket. Anyway, I got it working within 2 seconds, and I started cranking around the house, and it was going like a legend throughout the house, and I was absolutely losing my mind, screaming my head off. And my kids are like, "What are you doing? What's so good about that?" And I'm trying to tell them, you know, this is 1980. I think it's 83. I don't know. I'm like, this was Sorry, yes, it is 83. This was 1983. Imagine pulling that out. Like, imagine booming this up. And anyway, they didn't get why I was so fascinated and blown away by it. But man, if you got one of these, chuck your batteries in and give it a crank, man. It bloody blows your mind. I'll do a video of it one day just to show it off, but it blows your mind. It's so cool. Anyway, I got this. I wasn't looking for it, but you can't let that go when you crank it up, and you get that nostalgia hit of oh my god, my mum used to hate that cranking through my house as a kid. She bought it for me to sucked in, but not really. Thank you. Anyway, what a vehicle, man. Dragon Walker. MOTU Vintage. Then I've got a couple of MOTU Origins figures. These guys suck me in. I don't know why I've got them loose. I kind of said to myself, you can find them at retail, find them in the shop, just buy them at whatever they are, 20 odd bucks. Just buy the mongrels. Can't go wrong. And I often find one with a crap bubble on purpose just so I can open it. It gives me a reason to open it. So that's Scully. He was, as you probably know, a sick peg warmer when they first come out. The big man, everyone hated this dude. Everyone hated this dude, but I reckon he's actually a cool bloody figure. I still don't really know the history of that. Sunman, all that kind of stuff, but I like the figs. Anyway, they were absolutely, these two figures are bloody hard shelf warmers, hence me having them and opening them. And then I got that Merman too, that's Lord of Power, I think it was. That's cool. I may be wrong about that being a lot of power. I'm not a guru on that. Ooh, a couple of cool HASBRO WWF. So these are always, like I said, a little bit of Ravishing Rick Aru. Come on, man. You had to love this guy, man. He had a hell of a feud with Warrior, didn't he? Stole that Intercontinental with Bobby holding down the Warrior's ankle. Sorry, I'll nerd out a little bit with WWF because I love it. Ravishing Rick Rude, man. He was ripped. You reckon he was on roids? Yeah. Anyway, he was a hell of a wrestler, killer character. Sorry. And the Earthquake. Such a cool figure. And to me, a real representation of the figure, of the actual wrestler and character itself. He had that sick round frame. real tight one-piece leotard. These HASBRO figures, man, they're so good. And they are second shelf. And hopefully we'll stay there. So Rick, where he's there, he's going to face off with the Warrior whenever I find him. Earthquake's going to take a little bit of a spot with the superpowers for now. I will dance around with these a bit later. Then we'll get a vintage Battle Cat. What collection isn't complete? Is complete without that? It isn't. You need it. You can get them so cheap as well. You can get a bloody Origins up for $10 for crying out loud. These ones have come down heaps. Can't go wrong with you. Vintage Battle Cat. So there's not as much stuff in there as I thought, but there's some cool stuff. Now this is got a bit of a thing for G1 Blitzwing. A bit of a nuts one. Now I think this is an Argentinian bootleg, and it's on a different scale. It's probably one of the sickest Transformers I've ever seen. Personally, I love this figure, right, the G1 version. And this one's like a slightly larger scale, and it's just nuts. The colour scheme's like blue instead of purple. I think it's Argentinian. I got it from my mate Simo. I'll have to check with him. I believe he was selling it, and I said, "Yeah, man, he's selling it to me." But man, it's so cool. I won't attempt to transform him right now, but I could not let that go, and it's dead mint too, so even better. But can't get his hands out right now. My fingernails aren't with me, so I'm just going to leave his sword and stuff on the bottom. No, on the floor, on the bottom. So let's go stand him up down here with some jokes. Trying to stand him up. So I used to be a completist. I used to have to have everything from a set, but now no. Just the ones I like. And that is madness. Now I can see one of the greatest vehicles of all time in here. I'm not going to say that. But here we got, well, another one, another sick one. I personally love this as a child. I had it. This is the old, I can't remember his name, the Dreadnok Copter. I got Zartan with it. I had this as a kid. It floats. I used to float this against Devilfish. I'm talking some sick G.I. Joe nerd. I used to float Devilfish in my duck pond as a child with this dude. Mate, I love this thing. It's pretty, a lot of people thought it was lame. I didn't, and I randomly got this. I bought this big lot of toys, and there was a big stack of Lego head full of vintage Lego. And this was in there in pieces, and lo and behold, every single part was in there. It was completely in pieces, and it was really nice condition, so I thought, you know what? That's mine, man. Anyway, that's cool. Zartan doesn't fit in there great with his backpack, but I just didn't want to lose his backpack when I packed him. But we'll get there. So for now, he's going there. Going very top heavy. Trying to keep him kind of in the frame, but what do we got here? Oh yeah. Yeah, we got the first half of this in one of the other videos. And what have we got? It is Goliath. Bottom half of Goliath with the figures, massive missiles, such a beast of a M.A.S.K item. I was lucky enough to have that as a child. I say that a lot. I was a very lucky child. I had a lot of toys. That is such a cool vehicle. It's savage. It's up for me. It's up there with Rhino with regards to just the beefiness of it and how good it was. Anyway, let's see if I can get him up there and put the speeder on top, the F1 on racer on top. Now this is looking power crowded, but alright, then we've got, oh, that's a bit of a tease. This box has only got half of this set. No Jabba himself, just the base. And Salacious, and randomly, Land Speeder, die cast. Pop that there. So I've got half the bowl. And Salacious. And I'll put that on backwards, because I'm a donkey. So we've got the base, half the bowl, and the chrome. So guess what's in the last box? I think I've only got one box left after this. It's a massive crate, but I thought this one had smaller items, but there's only one item left. Now, this is a corker. You struggle to find, bubble wrap, you struggle to find a nicer vintage vehicle. Definitely in this line. This is, I don't know, I told you this is easily the best Ken of Superpowers vehicle, probably put it away. But if this is up there with all-time vintage vehicles for mine, like there's a handful of items I love. I love AT-AT, Star Wars Vintage AT-AT. I love the Moray Hybrid Foil, the couple of Joe vehicles, Devilfish. I know that's random, but that's nostalgia at that. But I mean, look at that. You get that bad boy. It's so cartoon accurate. The colour scheme, the design, and you get yourself a nice little Batman and Robin in there too. Couple of the most iconic figures you can get, and it doesn't get a lot sweeter than that. That figure Batman is a cracker itself, but yeah, this vehicle is very spectacular. Again, not one to sort out, but this is beauty and why I actually set my business up. First dibs. Got a lot of superpowers, and there was big lot of superpowers, nearly a full collection, minus Cyborg, maybe 4 or 5 figures went in there, and quite a few vehicles. And this is the only vehicle I kept because I haven't got a lot of space for vehicles, but this was easily my favourite superpower vehicle. Anyhow, that's that Batman, that Batmobile. How iconic can you get? Does it get a lot better than Batman? And without wheels, man, he's not as cool, is he? Let's face it. Anyway, that's the Ken of Superpowers Batmobile. I love the colour scheme, I love the design, everything about that. When you get that one nice chrome on the wheels, and unscratched windscreen, that orange windscreen, you get a nice one of them, it's like, ooh baby, man. You just keep looking at it and you get hooked. Anyway, there she goes. I don't know where she's going. Definitely going to have to do some serious rejigging here. But he's going to push a few Joes over at the moment. So yeah, my cabinet's slowly loading up and I'm loving it. Not having stuff in storage is what it's all about. You just become a bloody hoarder if you don't know what you got. The numbers thing, and then it becomes more of probably an investment too. Just buying for the sake of buying, and I was like that for so many years and I hated it. So I'm back, baby. I'm back, and the toys are back in the cabinet, and it's slowly growing. I popped some stills. I'll grab some stills and I'll pop it at the end of the video just to show you how it's looking. It definitely needs a rejigging, but we're getting there. I like to get it all in there, whether it's in the right place or not, and then I know what I'm playing with. Once I've got most of it out, I know what I'm playing with, and then I can just finalise it and make it beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying this trip down memory lane with me. And yeah, keep watching, man. I'll show you some of my toys, the toys that get coming in. We're going to go through some variants, identifying stuff, and to try and get you guys involved, showing me your toys. Thanks, guys. Keep watching. It's been a pleasure to share.